So again, this year at InfoComm, I met Rajshekhar sir, and this is the second year consecutively I'm meeting sir at this expo.
Yes.
Yes. So this time also you are here, and I would like to know more about your plan for this.
Sure. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Rajiv. I mean, it's always a pleasure to meet and talk to your audience. That's very important, because your audience is ultimately my target customers. So thanks once again for this opportunity to kind of talk about our product, what we are doing. So first and foremost, as some of you would be aware, I mean, our ECS, our business unit is now become ECS IPC. IPC stand for Industrial PC. That would mean we, from a consumer commercial, we would also be venturing into the industrial PC product category. Now, what is the difference between industrial PC and a normal PC? That's the first thing which one need to understand. Right. Industrial PC doesn't mean it has to be, can only be used in industry. See, what happens is that a normal PC would have maybe a certain number of USB port or a LAN port, Wi-Fi, and that's all about it. But in an industrial application, and the way computing is become an integral part of every human, there, whether it is at home or at office or everything. So in a manufacturing situation, you would have many technologies and the hardware requirement where customer will need a serial port,
Right.
which you will not get in a normal PC. So that's one application. Then there are some customers who would need a dual gigabit LAN. That's again for a certain specific application. So we've been doing these boards, but not in a focused way. So now we would have some hardware which will take care of this industrial PC application. So right here, you can see we have the boards which are meant for Core I applications. Maybe I can show you.
Yeah.
Like this has got two LAN port. There can be more, and in this you can put the legacy PCI cards, and still it supports the temperature wise range. We have these board which is like a standard mini IDX, and this board has got two LAN port, and you can go up to 10 COM port. There are 2 COM port over here.
Right.
You can go up to 10 COM port using header. So these kind of a solution which we are introduced, and likewise on a mini PC also. Maybe Rajiv, I would request you to come in here. You would have seen these like a palm size PC.
Yeah, we used to see.
You're used to seeing this.
Yeah.
So that is a standard. But if you see this PC, I mean, maybe I'll try and show you on the video.
Yeah, please.
The kind of the heavy this device is, because it's totally heatsink. This is a fanless Core i3, i5, i7 kind of a machine. Okay. And if you look at the ports, this also has got those typical ports which you need for your industrial applications. And more specific, why we are at InfoComm, because I mean, this is a place where we feel our product can be sold. I mean, we are already selling our mini PCs through our partners, of course, to various applications. One of them is at the airport. Across India there are many airports which has got our mini PC installed. We have our motherboards installed in the digital signage, ATM machines, kiosk, petrol pump, gas station. So likewise, we thought InfoComm is the exhibition and expo to be in, where we can develop more of our digital signage customers. And I mean, with that objective, we are here. And I mean, I'm glad that you also felt, Rajiv, that this is a good show too, where you want to come and meet the respective vendors.
Right, sir.
Thanks once again.
Yeah, so this is one of the good for the industry where your products are being targeted.
Correct.
Sir, overall, it's now we are in the last quarter of this calendar year.
Right.
So how has been the year for ECS this year?
Oh, okay. It's been interesting. I mean, of course, the COVID, now it's become history. Nobody talks COVID. That's a good thing. And since COVID, a lot of the way the business is being done, just to give an example, before COVID, for my work, maybe I'll just visit, I'm based in Mumbai, I'll visit Delhi. Even if I have any major task or no, probably I'll visit. But now even partners have got matured, So if you feel that, there is a project or an inquiry and you can manage the business virtually,
Right.
So that now that has helped, the overall industry, which is the technology industry, because, I mean, we have been able to communicate before people were not comfortable to speak on a Zoom call or maybe a kind of a video call.
Right.
But now you're comfortable. You can close the business, not even by being virtually. So that has been possible with the help of technology, and hence there is a growth which has come in. The more and more infrastructures are getting developed. So our products and technology. I mean, I probably say that computer has become an integral part of a human life. The automation, IoT,
Right.
AI, and everywhere you need a hardware. At the end of the day, probably the end customer will not see what is being used. He will only see an experience. But the back end, the hardware, is coming from a computing company like us.
Right.
So it's an exciting time. I think so. Even future looks great.
Right, sir. Miss, I know about you launched the first mini PC in India.
Correct.
I witnessed that event.
Yeah.
So how do you see the growth of this small powerful device in terms of the segment which has increased further?
Correct. Okay. So yeah, I mean, definitely it'll continue. As you rightly said, about 9 years back we launched this product, and initially, we had a lukewarm response. But subsequent to that, we found more and more manufacturers started focusing on that. So in a way, good and bad. Good is the overall industry will grow. Bad, individually you can say, oh, my competitors are increasing. But before, I was only talking about mini PC. Before, when we used to show this kind of a product, people used to say, oh, it's like a thin client, it's what, like,
Right.
Some of them will say, oh, is it a paperweight, that kind of a thing. So from that point of view, now the people have got used to the technology. It's like this is, maybe, I mean, all of us are probably facing that challenge of refurbished, but
Correct.
a lot of maybe refurbished or used. I can use the word used. So it's like I consider this as an also as a good opportunity. It's like when you learn a car first time, you'll buy a second hand.
Right.
Okay, and after that you feel, oh, maybe it doesn't have too many features, maybe it is too slow, or maybe it's old. You want to change to a new one. So maybe when people are using refurbished, they're first time user, and next time when they look at a product, they will look for a brand or a quality. So there is an opportunity for us.
Right. So I'll just leave you with one more comment.
Sure.
I know you are at booth and there are a lot of customers who wants to meet you. One thing, because RPTech is your national distributor. So how do you see the kind of engagement you are getting through this ND for all the system integrators or the partners who are into this business?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. I mean, we and RPTech have been associated for almost about 1.5 decades, 15 years. They have been exclusive distributor. Incidentally, they are our service providers also. And before joining ECS also, I was working in some companies, and RPTech was my distributor. So we have a relationship I personally have a relationship for almost about close to 3 decades. Leave that apart, their strength is in terms of, reaching out to the so-called, system integrator, smallest of the town. They believe in breadth and depth, which is very important. Depends. Some vendors would prefer breadth billing, some vendor will prefer depth billing. For us, since it's a new concept, so we go with a mix where maybe in certain city we have a right partner, then we probably don't need to expand, and RPTech with their financial strength can support those partners with the credit and other things, and the places where we don't have a reach, we can get more exposure through RPTech with their branches across India.
Right.
So it's been a great journey.
Sir, thank you so much again for sharing such valuable information with our audiences, and hopefully, apart from meeting at InfoComm, we are meeting in Delhi also,
sure,
and
sure.
You will be part of our next event, sir.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.